Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Paul Picasso Sterling here with a video. Um, I've actually been meaning to do this video for a while now, and yeah, well, today I'm bringing it to you. It's for those of you who don't know, I make beats, strictly for gospel music. I do make instrumentals. I have a few instrumentals out there. Working with the Prophecy Boys and Journey Star, Anointed Naomi. Those are some upcoming gospel artists. Um, that Prophecy Boys mixtape is just about ready to to get out there for production and get into the hands of the fans and so forth. And of course, my channel is gonna have exclusive content of those things. And yeah, so basically, in order to do this program here that's on screen right now, it's called Fruity Loops. This is Fruity Loops 10, the executive edition. Um, yeah, so this is basically what I use to make those beats. So I'm kind of basically gonna give a little tutorial and kind of get into like the basic beat making, and further down the road we're gonna get into more advanced stuff. I'm still kind of learning as well. I've been messing around with it for a little under a year now, but I still haven't mastered everything. So it's not professional, just what I can do, what I know about it right now. And yeah, my brother actually, he's one of the artists, works with the Prophecy Boys, Bravo Lyricaye, aka Andrew Sterling, my younger brother. He's actually like way better at using Fruity Loops than I am, yeah, and of course he raps, he DJs, dance hall style, we call it DJ, you know. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into some Fruity Loops and let's see what we got here, alright? Let's go. Okay, so when you open up Fruity Loops, this is basically what you're gonna see, except for right here in this area right here. It's gonna have four things where it says sampler right here. There's gonna be four things. It just comes with a basic kick, snare, clap, and hi-hat. And so I just usually to get rid of those. And yeah, I get rid of those and I leave it empty. Once you delete all the presets, it's just going to be left with sampler. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so basic Fruity Loops, it doesn't come with a lot of plugins and all that stuff, but it does come with a few things in there. So what you do basically, what I do, first of all, as you can see up here, this is the tempo. Of course, you see where it says tempo, 130. I like to drop that down to 100. Okay. In case you guys are wondering, I don't have a beat in mind. I usually don't. It's rare that I actually have a beat and I jump on Fruity Loops and I make it. I usually just come in and just start messing around with things and yeah. So up here, obviously you have play, stop, and record. Um, I usually don't trouble any of these things up here. This 1, 2, 3, I know that basically when you're recording in here, it's gonna let you know by giving you those three clicks. So it's gonna go click, 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 right? Basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after then you go and you start recording. You'll see what I mean when we get into that. Other than that, everything else I don't really trouble. These five things right here, these are what I use, and we're gonna get into it and hands-on show you, because if there's any technical names for these things and these tabs, I don't know them. Right? This is just what I do, what I can remember from what I was taught a while back, by my brother Bravo Lyricaye. Shout out to him. Shout out to Prophecy Boys. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start with a basic drum beat, a drum pattern. So I'm gonna go over here to this side right here, which can be toggled on with this key. This is how you toggle it on. Okay, and I'm gonna hit packs. That's basically where some of the stuff where we got drums, instrumentals, legacy loops, sound effects, vocals. Um, as you get more plugins and VSTs, you plug, you do what you have to do. You put them in the right folder, in the right place on your system. They're gonna show up here and stuff like that. But right now I don't have any extra plugins or anything like that, so I'm just using what's there. So we're gonna go to drums real quick. We're gonna go to kicks. I'm gonna get a kick. Just gonna get something simple. And this is what I do. I just kind of just click it out until I hear something that I want to use. I think I'm gonna go with FPC3 kick, and you just click it. That's all you do. Click and drag it over to the board to here. Pattern board, I guess. Okay, now it's on the pattern board. I'm gonna move this down so you guys can see. And up here now the pattern. It's obviously pattern 1. I'm gonna click it to song, and you basically leave it on pattern if you're gonna start with a tune or a melody, not really with a percussion instrument. For percussion instrument, I just switch it to song. You can leave it on pattern, but I rather put it on song so I can actually go like this. You click here, the soundboard or the motherboard, the home board. I'm not sure what it's called, but I just call it the soundboard. Where you put all the pieces together and make the actual song. Obviously, you click pattern 1. You click it again, and there it is. Now it's in 4, 4 bars, I guess. Again, I don't know technical terms, and here you can actually make it bigger, make it larger. So I usually like to start out with 8. So that's at 8. Okay, and for the kick, you just simply put it in here, and this is where you put the kicks. So if I was to highlight all of the kicks and hit spacebar or the play, I just hit spacebar. That's the first one. So we're actually going to put something in there. I'm actually going to turn this volume down a little bit, and then we're going to think of something. I'm just going to start putting something in. And right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and get a snare. We'll go for the 808. Drop that in there. I'm going to go something like this. Just okay. You see? Simple as that. This is how it starts, guys. You just find the instruments that you want. Of course, there's a lot of things to choose. This is just what I do when I'm, trying to just make a beat off of my, off the bat, right on the spot. So I'm gonna go something like that. Something like that. Simple as that. I'm gonna take that one out. Go start again. And it's just patterns, guys. It's just patterns. Just patterns. You just get the pattern that you like, and you do it simple. Oh, missed one there. There you go. That's the drum beat right there. And of course, because it's looping, there's only one right there, so it's looping. And you just simply go and you just add another one. You just add it. Oh, simple as that. So then with that, like I said, just giving a quick rundown. It's pretty simple. Just right off the bat, once you open, you really don't have to shuffle anything, unless if you know about it. But for basic, this is what I did first time that I opened Fruity Loops for myself. This is what I did because I know you just find the instrument, you use it. I'm gonna get this 808 hi-hat in there, and I'm gonna put that on like that. I'm gonna turn this volume way down to about there. Let's simple like that. That's a simple beat right there, guys. It's a simple beat. That's how easy it is. I'm a drummer. I know beats. I mean, but once you get into this machine and you kind of know what it is, it's very simple. You know what I mean? So it's just the instruments. The instruments are over here in packs. Literally, I went through every single one of these things. Some of them are empty. Some of them have some presets and stuff like that. And There's a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Even to get you started, you go into packs, you go into loops. I already have some stuff in there that are just loops. You just see, there's a whole bunch of different loops in there, guys. And the reason it's slow is because, remember, I slowed down the tempo. So if I go ahead and speed up the tempo, okay, and then we hit it again. Okay, no, I think the loops are just that slow. Okay. Okay, so the loops are just that slow. Alright, and yeah, packs. So literally that's basically what it is. You got sound effects. A lot of stuff. This is basically what it is. This is basically what making a beat is. You know, of course there's mastering and doing a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, right now I've just showed you basically what the drum patterns is. Okay? Simple as that, guys. Very simple. Simple as that. You get the board, you clean off the presets that are here. Song or pattern, it don't matter. Pattern is mainly for the tune. So you put it on pattern. If you're gonna start with the beat, the percussion, you put it on song. You get your patterns in there. You get that going just like that. You put this up, boom. You do it like that. There's another way to do it, as you can see, everything's just on one. Right, and that can cause some trouble to when you're actually like mastering each specific, when you're mastering the kick or the snare or the hi-hat, right? They're all on the same channel. So what you can actually do is just put them on separate channels. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear these. So now the kick is on the first channel. Alright, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click it, and you're gonna get the channel settings over here. This is the channel settings right here. And what you want to do for FX, where it says FX here, you want to just scroll up and put it on 1. So now that's on channel 1. Okay. Now the snare, we're gonna click the snare, get the same channel settings, and we're gonna put it on 2. Now for the snare, we're gonna go to second pattern, or the second channel. So now we're down here on the second track 2, as it says over here, right? So same thing, you go and put in the pattern, and again, I'm gonna go to an 8, okay? And for the snare, I'm gonna run that, okay? So you know what it sounds like, and then I'm gonna put the snare in, and okay, and you kind of you know where you want it to go, right? So I think it was here and here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for now. That wasn't the original, but I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, and like that. It goes like that. Okay, and it's done. So again, click pattern, boom, boom, boom. Put that in there. There you go. There's the pattern. Same thing for the hi-hat. We're gonna go ahead and put it on 3. We're gonna change the pattern to 3. Get rid of that, and we'll go on to track 3 and select that again. You go boom to 8. You go to 8, and for the hi-hat, I just basically did that. The volume is down and everything. I'm gonna click it. It's on 3. Good. Click that again and just add in the patterns. The great thing about doing this is that you can take things out, because I can go like that and take that out. See? Simple as that. I can take this one out. See? Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I can go ahead and do 4. And let's go ahead and put in another hi-hat, but let's put in something different. We're gonna go ahead and let's put in clank. Okay, we're on number 4. Let's go ahead, and again, you can put it to 4. You can make it as big or as small as you want. It doesn't matter. 4. It basically starts with 4, so you don't have to go to 4. It's just automatically a 4. And let's just try something different. Let's try something like that. You know, just something out there. Okay, alright, so we got that. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so that's basically the drums right there. Of course, let's remember to select the actual input and go to the channel settings, put it on the right channel 4. Okay, and I'll show you a brief introduction to why we put it on separate channels. Well, like I stated before, it's mainly to edit it in mastering. When you bring up the master, this is the master, right? The master mixer. This is where you come and put on special sound effects and so forth. But you know, when we get into that, that's a little bit more advanced there. So right now we're just starting off with the basics. So we have the drum beat that we want to start with. Okay. So what I'm going to do is select all of this, and I'm going to copy it. Control C. I'm going to move it over here. Control V. There we go. So simple as that. You copy and paste, and now we have that, the whole thing. That's a full you know, like I said, I don't know the technical names for all these things. Um, I'm not really sure how much bars that is, because if this is if this literally, it just looks like 4 bars, right? So that's 4 bars, 8 bars. It's a lot of bars, right? Or is the 4 sets of 4 bars? Because it says at the top here 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 bars. So 8 bars. Okay, so it's 16 bars then. Okay. Well, yeah, that actually makes sense more than it actually being 32 bars, right? Okay. Anyways, guys, that's besides the point. So we got the drum pattern. Okay, we got that. Now getting in the melody, basically. Okay, so we're gonna bring back this, and this is how I do it. There's probably a lot of different ways to do it, but the way I do it is I right-click on samples, and then you go to Insert, and this is where, again, the plugins, when you get plugins, VST plugins, you know, like I said, I don't have any to actually show how to input them and put in the right place and so forth, but we'll get to that at a later time. This is just, like I said, first basic video, you know, try not to go too fast. It's not really that hard, you know what I mean? You just gotta kind of have a sense, a taste for music. Of course, I'm a drummer, you know, so yeah, so there's some plugins in here already. We're just gonna go ahead and start with Citrus. If you heard some of my beats before, you know this is how I make them. You know, I'll have some links in the description to some of my beats. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down because Citrus is usually very loud right off the bat. So I'm gonna turn Citrus down to about the half mark. And that's it. Once you tap on the keyboard, there you got your sound. Just like that. So we're going to cycle through here, find some sounds. I'm actually going to use, excuse me, I'm actually going to use the flute. So again, we should be on 5. Now for this, you don't have to actually put the pattern in down here. Okay, you can, but I don't recommend it. I recommend actually doing what I'm about to show you right now. So you're gonna, again, you bring up the channel settings, put it to the correct channel, channel 5. You take that away. It's still there, so you can always change it if you end up making a melody and you don't like it. You can always just click the instrument again. Sorry, my nose is itching. You can always click the flute again and just come back and switch it. and until you find an instrument that you do like. So I'm going to start out with the flute. Now what you're going to do is right click flute, and then you're going to click piano roll. See how it's unchecked? Now if you go back, which would be pressing, you don't have to go back, just press this one again, and if you right click it again, now you see piano roll is checked. Okay, and this is piano roll right there. My thing is actually, I'm actually going to minimize, I'm just going to minimize my, sorry, go to minimize the board. There we go. I like when it's actually very minimal, very squished in. So this is what I do before I start. I like to squish in the board. And if you look closely, as you see here, F4, that's the key, right? So it does show you what key you're pressing on the board. If you look closely, you can see over here, you can see that. And even if you were to do this, it shows you. Okay, so you got the beat. Let's try to figure out a melody that goes with the beat. All right. Something simple like that, you know, or just something simple. Simple as that. You just figure something out. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna hit record. Nothing happens yet. Like I said, it's gonna give you that countdown. So when you hit spacebar or you hit play, it's gonna start the countdown, and you just do your tune and you put it on. It's gonna go on the beat automatically. So let's just go ahead and let's give it a try. Let's go hit the spacebar and we're gonna start. That's it. Hit the spacebar to stop. Unselect the record button. Now you're gonna hold Control A, which selects all, and then Control Q, which quantizes the notes, right? And I'm not a dictionary, but from what I can gather is that quantize, it just kind of it fine tunes the notes. Because if you've seen before, or I'll just do it again. See if I press some random notes over here, you know, well, it's not going to show now. I already quantized it. So select and quantize, yeah. So I'm going to erase that. Select all, quantize. Basically, before I had quantized anything, if you notice, the notes were sort of they were all over the place. Basically, you know what? We'll just do it again, just so you guys, to make sure you guys saw that. Again, we're going to go ahead and hit that. We're going to go ahead. Okay, alright. Now if you see the notes, you see there's a small note right here. If you can see that right here, there's a small note. And some of the notes are a little fatter, this one's a little chunky, this one's slimmer, this one's fatter, this one's thinner. So the notes, they're not perfect, right? And if you were to just leave it like that, it would kind of give it a off. You know, it wouldn't be right on beat, right on the rhythm. So that's why you select all. So Control A and Control Q, quantize. Right, so you quantize the notes, then you can just, yeah, then. Okay, and as you heard that, let's go ahead and select it again. So now you just, this is where you come in now and you just kind of fine tune, move around certain things, you know, fix up, and you can also change it as well. So as you know before, it was just doom, 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 right here was just doom, doom. This should actually be here and this be further back. But I kind of like how that sounds, so we're going to leave that and kind of see what else we can move around. Okay, so I think one should be right here. We're going to go ahead and reshape that. This should definitely be back there. Let's move that and see what happens. Okay. I like that. So let's go ahead and add something else in. Okay, this one doesn't go right there. Let's try that one. Let's go. Okay, and it sounds dead because I mean it's just those 8 bars right there, right? I think we're gonna use this. Okay, so we're gonna use that. Now that we've Control A, Control Q. So what we do now, we're gonna go back and where is it? 5. Here we go. So here's 5. Sometimes you have to look to see where it is, but if you know your pattern, you'll know where it is. And as you see right here, it says pattern 5, and it's obviously in track 4. So we're gonna go ahead and move that down. So we're gonna select that, and we're gonna place some more 5s around. Okay, and let's hear how that sounds. Okay, so we're going to place the pattern in. Okay, so that's the base of the track of the song, the entire song in its entirety. Okay, so what we're gonna do, the next thing I'm gonna show you guys is let's just add in another sound. Let's go for, I don't have many like I said, so not that much that I can actually show you in terms of plugins. Let's go to harmless, see if we can find something in here. Okay, we're gonna fish around a little bit. Hopefully we find something good or something kind of unique to put in. Okay. Viking 6 with that kind of echo-ish. I'm gonna use that. So again, select. We're gonna put the channel settings to channel 6. Close that off. We're on 6, so we're gonna go ahead, right click, piano roll. We want to deselect this, or it's only going to be confined to that space. And again, I like to shrink this all the way. Make sure that we can see the keys here. You can see it highlighted. Okay, and before you record anything, just mess around with it, see what you hear, see what you like. So here we go. Simple as that. I'm gonna go with that. So we're gonna go and hit record. Make sure you see the keys, and simple as that. Just those 4 notes. We're gonna go Control A, Control Q, quantize, and we're gonna go and play it again. Let's listen. And let's try adding that. Okay, so that actually, let's try something. I like to experiment and just try something different to hear it sounds. Okay, I'll leave that. Matter of fact, I'll take out that one. Control A, quantize back. I always select all and quantize again. And where is 6? That's 5. We gotta look for 6. Here we go. There's 6 right there. So I'm going to only put it in right. I'm gonna start 6 in the second one. The second part, because I always go by 4s. You notice everything has 4s, so I kind of just go by 4s. First 4, second 4, third 4. So I start from the third 4 going on, or the 8th bar. No, the 12th, or the 9th, so to speak. Okay, again, I don't know the technical terms. Okay, so let's run that. Let's see what's going on. know, just quickly, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to 7. I'm gonna go ahead and get a cymbal. Let's get that crash in there. Let's bring this back out. Let's put that there. Let's put a crash in. Let's put that at 1. Let's turn that down a bit right there. So I don't need that anymore. Let's go back to that. And what we're gonna do is actually put a crash right here. And yeah, so we're gonna start it like that. And let's go ahead and let's see how that one sounds. Okay, that sounds good. So let's just put in a bass line, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. So let's go ahead and drop a bass line in there. I'm gonna go back to citrus as usual. I'm going to turn down citrus. We're on 8. Let's go ahead and channel settings and put that to 8. Let's close that off, and let's find a bass. I think the bass is called Deep, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go and see if we can find Deep. I think you have to pass this and go all the way around. There we go, and there's Deep. I'm gonna go with the first one because it gets kind of heavy, so let's go to Deep 2. Now we're gonna go with Deep 3. We don't need this anymore. That's already at 8. Let's go to piano roll once again. And unselect. I like to minimize that again. Make sure we can see it there. There it is. E4. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and click that record button, and let's go. That's it. If you don't see it like me right here, it means you didn't do it that good. Sometimes this happens. I'm not sure why it happens, but you can actually, knowing the key, you can just do this and then stretch it out like that. Only thing is you do have to come to the piano roll to do it. Let's try. Let's see. We have that. It's on 8. Let's get 8. Where is 8? 8's not there, so we're gonna have to just put it in. There it is. Okay. Need that to be a little longer, so we're gonna go ahead and stretch it all the way and quantize. Let's try that. So it's gonna, and it's basically gonna come in here because deep doesn't last that long. So we do it like that. So let's start. You know what? We're gonna take out the bass. This is when you get to start having fun with it, kind of removing instruments and putting in. Turn that down a little bit if I can. There you go, guys. That's the first. Yeah, I mean, you know, you might have thought maybe it was a little harder than that or anything like that, but it does get a lot more complicated. Yeah, this is just, you know, first look at, you know, making beats, making instrumentals using Fruity Loops 10, or is it Fruity Loops 11? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'll have to check into that. But it is the executive version of Fruity Loops. So stay tuned, guys. There's a lot more to cover with this. This is just the basic. Okay, so you know, leave some comments down below, man. You know, it's all over YouTube. You must have seen other people do it like this, of course. Like I said, I'm still learning, so you know what? Come learn with me, guys. Alright? Let's see what we can create here. Alright? It's your boy Paul Picasso, Picasso Entertainment. Peace. See you in my next video, guys.